What's up, everybody? Happy holidays. It's the week before Christmas. Today we're going to be getting into the Lincoln LS, seeing what this car is all about. You know, it's been quite some time since I've seen a Lincoln LS, even on the road. Nevertheless, having to drive one, right? This is pretty cool though. I remember back in the day, the Lincoln LS, it was just a sporty sedan that Lincoln made. It wasn't like the big old town car or the Continental. It kind of had a look about it that I really liked, and I like that boxy look. I don't know about y'all, but stay with us today. We're going to take this vehicle out on the streets and see what the V8 is all about on this vehicle. Here we go. Alright everybody, so tonight we're taking a look at the Lincoln LS. Now since I started the intro of the video, it's been about an hour, and I've had a few things going on, recorded another video and got a customer and all that kind of stuff. It's been busy. But with no further ado, we're going to take a look at the Lincoln LS tonight. As well, I did a little research about the Lincoln LS, and man, I learned a whole lot just by doing a quick Google search about it. You know, they had this vehicle available with a V6 engine and a V8, and it said that more people chose the V8 version of this car than the V6, which kind of makes sense. Also, the V8 has got a little bit more sportier suspension on it. It's got 280 so horsepower, so it's a pretty powerful V8 engine for back in the year 2005. But anyways, they also have an ultimate package, which is fully loaded. I think this one happens to be the sport package with the perforated seats and sunroof in it. But with no further ado, let's go ahead and start looking at this 2005 Lincoln LS. The front end on the car still looking great. You know, the condition has definitely seemed to hold up pretty well in this vehicle. Headlights don't even need to be buffed out. There's not a whole lot of oxidation even going on with them. Fog lights are not broken and shattered on the bottom, so that's pretty nice to see. The paint is nice and shiny. It looks really good. Now, one thing that makes you wonder about a car with such shiny paint on it to be this old is maybe the car was in an accident or something like that. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but as we get closer and start looking and kind of checking things out a little more in-depthly here with our eye, we can sometimes see if a car has been resprayed or painted on or something like that. The wheels do look good. You got Michelin tires on here. The tires are not brand spanking new, but they still got a pretty decent amount of tread wear on them. The alloys look pretty good as well by Lincoln. Again, this is a car that Lincoln had that was kind of like, whoa, something different. And I don't think Lincoln has made a car like this in quite some time. But anyways, we got 235/50 ZR17. That ZR in there tells Mr. Chad this is something sporty. Anyway, so good looking 17-inch wheel. Wipers are still in nice shape. The body looks clean going down the side. Again, I'm making this video for somebody that's interested in possibly buying this car. The roof line looks good. Sunroof there. Does got a little bit of rust going on right here, which it looks like at some point there was a scratch of some sort, and that's just from, you know, from the metal getting exposed to the climates and the rain and all that kind of thing. But the body's in decent shape. The only thing I'm noticing on the car right now that seems a little off is right here. We're missing the chrome or the white little panel piece that goes right there. But taillights look good. I'm loving the LS V8 logo right here. The chrome, I mean, this is all looking really pretty nice. It really is. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our keys and take a look in the trunk. Is it dualed out in the back? Of course it's dualed out back there. That's definitely saying muscle car, right? Muscle? Is this really American muscle? Well, it's one thing that's nice here is we got all these keys and remotes to the car, which is kind of rare to see on vehicles. Let's go ahead and hit the trunk button. There we go. Just open that up. And pretty decent sized trunk back there. I mean, not a Lincoln Town Car trunk by any means, but still pretty, it's not deep, it's more long. It seems to be pretty good. Let's see what's up under here. I know a lot of people sometimes say, hey, can you open up the spare tire well and see what's going on under there? So we shall do that. And it looks like today the spare is here and the battery is there. And the battery looks to be somewhat new. Very nice. Let's go ahead and move our way into the interior of the Lincoln LS and see how well the leather and features and everything have held up inside. Back tires look pretty good. Plenty of tread back there. Now what I'm curious of right now is if this vehicle is front wheel drive or rear wheel drive, and I'm gonna have to get back in on Google there and do a little more research. But anyways, let's go ahead and move our way in. Take a look at our door panel. We do have power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, memory seats, and you have auto up and down feature on driver passenger side, one touch settings. You have the Lincoln logo right here. Power seats, power lumbar, and then there's your leather seats, perforated, looking pretty good. It's got your normal wear and tear with the cracks in the leather, which you see on most older vehicles. Armrest in pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of, you know, something going on there. Traction control off. Electronic park brake, which again is one of those features that you didn't see a whole lot of back in 2005. Automatic transmission, CD player, 6-disc right in the dash, and absolutely has heated and cooled seats. That's really cool. I mean, again, what car were you going to find in 2005 with that it was an American car? Cranks right up, and you can hear that V8. Kind of sounds like a town car up underneath the hood. And the mileage on the car is 151,735. So to be an 05, I'd say the mileage is pretty damn good. Also has sunroof up top. Let's take a look in the back. And the back seats look really nice. You do got one rip right there in the seat, which is pretty simple to fix. Looks like this is kind of starting to come out. But really, for the most part, the seats are in pretty good shape in the back. The carpets are nice and clean. We'll take it out for a test drive, and then we'll come back, pop the hood, and see how it's driving. So as of right now, I'm kind of liking the Lincoln LS. You know, I've always had a liking to this car. I've never owned one, but I've always kind of thought the Lincoln LS was a pretty good looking vehicle. So I'm really kind of excited to drive it. I'm having a little bit of a problem here getting the seatbelt on, but that's because I got a camera in one hand and this hand to do that. So let's go ahead and put it in drive. Even got a sport shift over here to manually shift gears if you want to. Now, of course, this car is going to have this light on. So we do got a check engine light on. And, you know, that's not a rare thing to be out here at the Auto Buy Center to have a check engine light on an older car. It is something that we deal with quite often, is having check engine lights on vehicles. You know, it's just one of those things, you know, as cars get older, things start going bad on them. Sensors go bad, and check engine lights cut on. And that's just all there is to it. But we might take the OBD2 sensor today on this one and see why exactly that light is even on. Definitely don't have a backup camera on this car. Backup cameras, from what I remember, started to be released on vehicles back in like 2007. But I'm sure there was cars with backup cameras even in 2005. Just not on this one. Alright guys, let's take a look and see exactly what's going on. Well, if we can see this. Codes found. We got one code found. Read codes. Got a P1299. Manufacturer control. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what that means, but that's what we got going on right there. And we'll leave that alone right now. Alright everybody, so I went ahead and cut the code off on the on there. Looks like the Dodge Durango is finally sold, everybody, so farewell to the Durango. It's been a car that we've showed to many people a lot. And that car is just, well, it was a really interesting vehicle, but you know, like I always say, sometimes it just takes time for people to find the right car for them. So anyways, let's go ahead and put the car in and drive, and let's go ahead and run this bad boy down the road and see what's going on with it. But you know, like I said in my live stream over the weekend, there's an ass for every seat. And you know, sometimes you just gotta find the right ass for the seat. All right, everybody, let's give the old Lincoln LS here a good run for the money. It's our first time ever driving a Lincoln LS. Let's see how it feels. Oh, wow. Okay. It definitely, now listen guys, I haven't looked online yet. I do not know if this is rear wheel drive or front wheel drive, but it feels like a front wheel drive vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and test out the alignment. Pulls over to the left a little bit, more than a little bit. I mean, you take the hand off, it's rolling to the left. So you definitely got an alignment that needs to be done on the car. The tires are a bit loud up front. You can definitely hear them. Man, it's powerful though, man. It really gets up and rolls. So, you know, just imagine how quick a Lincoln Town Car V8 will get up and go. And that's a big, heavy sedan. And then put that motor inside of the LS here, and you got yourself something that's pretty quick. I mean, don't forget now, Ford makes race cars. So anyways, all right, so it drives great, man. It gets up and rolls. I do notice it needs a oil change required to it. I can feel the front of the vehicle kind of doing a little of that right now. I think it's just that big motor under there, and it could be the motor mounts are getting to be a little worn out on the car. But let's go ahead and pop our hood and see how that's working out. So here's the motor, V8, 280 or so horsepower, right around there. It's a big motor, man. Let me look how large that engine is just sitting up under this car. I like it. And it's really clean. It's a really clean car. I mean, look how nice and shiny it is under here. We just purchased this car at the auction on Friday. Today's Monday. It has not been detailed or anything. So it's a very clean engine bay, and it looks really nice. This is a great car. I really do feel that way about it, and I like what I see. You know, this is definitely years before HID xenons were on just about every luxury car, but the headlights look good. Fog light looks good. We definitely got a fog light out over here, but that's your lights on the Lincoln LS. Another feature that I like on the Lincoln LS is it actually has puddle lights for the mirrors. Check that out. Pretty sweet. Looks like it has fallen out of its spot there a little bit though. Just pop that back in. The tail lights on the car should look pretty good. There you go. And you got both lights under here, right there. There you go. So I'm really liking the look of this car. That is sweet. The Lincoln LS. I do not even know the price on it yet, but it's an 05, 157,000 miles. I can only imagine it being probably around $4,000 or $5,000, maybe even less. We'll definitely see what we can do though for you on the video description and let you know the price before the end of the night. One thing that I really thought was cool on it, and I know this is just tiny stuff, but I like that it's got cooled seats in it, because a lot of cars even nowadays don't come with cooled seats. I mean, tons of cars come with the heated seats, which is coming in handy around this time of year, being Christmas time, but the cooled seats, again, cars got them, but again, they're just not as popular as heated seats. And living in the South, cooled seats are a major deal. Lighting, it looks good in the car right now. I mean, the fit and finish looks great on the Lincoln LS. The buttons don't look all beat up and worn out. You can still see every little word and logo on them. I mean, this is really pretty amazing. I just found that is a little loose right there. But overall, man, I would definitely buy this car right here. I mean, still got the books and manuals. Let's take it on back down to the dealership. All right, let's go ahead and hit the street. Please, I know my hair looks funny as hell right now. It looks like I got a toupee on my head, but I cut my hair last night and lined it up, and yeah, it looks like a toupee. Shit. Anyways, one thing I'm noticing, I'm hitting the gas down right now, and it seems to take, I don't know, it's like I'm pressing the pedal, watch, pressing the pedal down right now, and then it takes a second, and then it kind of jumps forward a little bit. It's a quiet interior, but the tires up front, or whatever that is loud. Let's see if y'all can hear this. Now let's go ahead and hit the gas. Oh, it gets up to 50 pretty fast. But it's loud. Like the actual, whatever that is. I'm thinking it's the tires. I feel it in the steering wheel. I mean, it's not a whole lot in the steering wheel, but you can feel some vibration going on in there. Damn, it jumps. This car wants to go. I like it. It's like it's a beast. What? Oh man. Is that the tires? It's got to be the tires. If that's the tires and you could get this car to be a little bit quieter while driving and not pull and all that, I think you'll be good to go, but it is a beast. Watch again. Woo! It rolls. Brakes feel okay. I mean, they're a little bit cushy. Other than that, man, I like this car. I think the guys that own the dealership did a great job finding this one for us and getting us a great looking car to do a video of and sell. I feel like someone's really going to enjoy this vehicle. So if you're watching right now and you've been on Facebook or anywhere online and you're interested in buying a Lincoln LS with 151,000 miles on it in pretty damn good shape, give me a call. Seriously. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. I'm Chad, signing out from the Auto Buy Center just a few days before Christmas. Peace.
This week I made a video. Oh boy. Yeah, I think everybody seems